got our first look at who may qualify for the president's new federal student loan forgiveness program. Yes, this is a new program that is being created after the Supreme Court struck down the last one. But before I tell you all about it, there are a few disclaimers.
There are a few provisos, a couple of quid pro quos.
Like, this is all just preliminary. Things could change and evolve. Also, while the Education Department is now outlining who may qualify for this program, they have not yet said what people would qualify for. Is it full student loan forgiveness? Is it a certain dollar amount of forgiveness? They just have not said yet. We don't know. But there are three things we do know. First, yes, the Department of Education can do this. Just because the Supreme Court struck down the last program doesn't mean they can't try and create a new one. Administrations do this all the time. Now, once it's out, there will probably be legal challenges in the courts, and the Supreme Court may very well hear this again and could very well strike it down again. But maybe they won't, and there's nothing stopping the Department of Education from trying. Second, the president directed the Department of Education to start working on this new program the very same day the Supreme Court struck down the last program. I have lots of videos detailing all of this new work. And third, the Department of Education is using the very complicated rulemaking process to make this happen. This process takes time, and we may not see a final rule until spring of next year. So this is just one step being introduced now. And one last thing before I tell you who would qualify. If you want to read all of this information from the Department of Education, I highly suggest you follow these steps and you sign yourself up for my Newsgirl News Roundup email, because I'm going to be emailing all of this documentation out to you tonight. Now, to who would qualify under this new student loan forgiveness program. There are 4 types of borrowers listed and one more group of borrowers that isn't officially listed yet, but may be added. Category 1, federal loan borrowers who have outstanding federal loan balances that exceeded the amount they originally borrowed. Category 2, borrowers who have loans that first entered repayment 25 years or more ago. Category 3, borrowers who took out loans to attend career training programs that created unreasonable debt loads or provided insufficient earnings for graduates, as well as borrowers who attended institutions with unacceptably high student loan default rates. And Category 4, borrowers who the Secretary determines are eligible for forgiveness under repayment plans like income-driven repayment or targeted relief programs like public service loan forgiveness or closed school loan discharges, except they have not applied for such relief. The other category of borrowers who could be added to this list are those who are experiencing financial hardship that the current student loan system does not currently adequately address. Now, that last category of borrowers is not finalized because there are a lot of questions about how to measure financial hardship. Is it through bankruptcy, for example? And what data would be required to prove financial hardship? Now, there are 2 all-day public meetings to talk about all of this coming up. The first is happening next week, November 6th and 7th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the second meeting is happening December 11th and 12th, also from 10 to 4. And if you want to watch those meetings or see the previous meetings, they are all available through the rulemaking process website. And if you want links to those, again, make sure you sign yourself up for my roundup email, because I am emailing them out to you tonight.